Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream today. I hope everybody's doing well. So, despite last stream, I was talking about, last stream or the one before that, I was talking about how I wasn't ready to exactly jump into Christmas. So, like, I'm not about to pull out all my, Christmas decorations and whatnot. Yeah, it snowed yesterday. It snowed, like, a lot yesterday. It rained, later in the night. So most of it's gone, but some of it's still on the ground. But it actually stuck. Yes, Christmas time. Christmas. Sorry, I'm being distracted by Twitter. I was gonna show, pop over here. Hey, it's the right thing. Yeah, so this was, it was about, like, what, 12 something yesterday. And then an hour later. That's crazy. I was gonna say something probably like 15 minutes prior to when this was taken, because it was like, I looked outside and I was like, oh, is it raining? Because I was waiting for a work stuff, waiting for a proxy to be made. It's essentially easier video editing, moves much faster. It's in a lower quality than the original video that I'm editing. Anyway, cock and ball. So I'm out in the living room and I'm watching stream. I'm reading Sweat and Soap, moving on with that. I was like, sure, I got nothing better to do. I'll go ahead and I'll do some reading. I'll hang out in the living room for once, which I need to do more of. Stay out of this environment, 24/7 like I usually do. Not that it's necessarily bad, but it's good to, get my focus off of, the computer so often. Yeah, I look outside, I'm like, oh, is it raining? And it's like, oh no, those are like kind of slowly falling. That's some very minor flurries. And then, yeah, and then it turned into that. Hey, Michael. It's been a minute. At least one. Since I heard from you last. How you going? I finished that bread book the other day, speaking of reading. I thought you finished it a long while ago. I didn't realize you were still reading it. Did you get distracted by other stuff? It was trash day yesterday, so I went out, took the trash out. It was funny too, I was thinking like, what was it? Oh Jesus, yeah, yesterday was a day. So I wake up and I'm like, I want to make something. I want like food. I don't have like groceries right now. I have groceries now. I'm like, I want to make something. Yeah, sorry. I want to make something, so I was like, yeah, I'll make this thing. Or was that the day prior? No, that was the day prior, my bad. So not yesterday, the day before that. I wanted to make something, so I was like, alright, I'll make a thing. And, so I started with pancakes, and those just turned out terribly. I'm not good at making pancakes yet. I have not had enough practice. Not to mention, I haven't used the skillet in a while. I was like, you know what, since I have the skillet out, and pots and whatnot, I'm gonna go ahead and make my wraps. I have stuff in my freezer, bell peppers and romaine lettuce and onions that have needed. Oh, it's good. Sorry, even saying it made me kind of cringe. You'll see why in a second, or you'll hear why in a second. Let me get my face off of here. Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me. So anyway, yeah, so I'm like, alright, I'll go ahead and, brown whole grain rice or whatever, and I'll go ahead and do all that shit. The rice is turning out really just terribly, and, like, I had to, because I haven't made rice in a while either, so I'm like, I forget the exact process that I would do, that, like, I started getting a roll on it, and it was turning out really, really good. And in the meantime, I'm going ahead and cutting up all my onions and the bell peppers and whatnot. And they're all, like, they've been sitting in the freezer a while, so they're all, like, very, like, flabby. And, like, I'm smelling them, and it's like, okay, it smells fine still. And what was it? I finished up with the rice, put that in the bowl, big bowl, so I can have leftovers and whatnot. Then throw the onions in a bowl. And then I get started on the bell peppers after I have spent, like, and this whole process took, like, maybe an hour of just cutting stuff up or so, or like 40 minutes. It took a while. And I'm like, alright, I'm gonna have a bite of the rice and the onions, and take a bite, and just immediately, like, spit that shit out. Stop. I just started the bell peppers, fucking stop cooking those. And I'm like, you know what? I can't even be mad. I hate having my time wasted. I can't even be mad because, like, they were sitting in there for, like, a good while in the freezer. I can't even be mad at myself. I was actually perfectly just, like, calm, and I was like, I should be mad. I really should, but I can't. I can't. I did this to myself. Spit out and I'm like, almost like, is the onions really this bad in my mouth? And I'm like, between, like, trying to chew it and then, like, wanting to spit it out, I'm like, nope. So I just threw all that shit, put the bell peppers that just started cooking, put that in the bowl, take that all outside, and then go throw it up in, a little bit up in my backyard, what I've been considering, like, my compost heap. But fuck me. It was bad. I think it was, after that point, I was like, yeah, you know what, I think I'm gonna order some groceries later. Because, like I said, I was on, like, pasta. I was low on stuff. But I got my shit restocked. Got my pizzas. I got fruits. They did not have strawberries. All these did not have strawberries, which is actually insane. I got some Italian cream coffee creamer. It's since I was drinking the tea, you know, when I was sick recently, and then I was like, okay, I've had enough of tea. I've been drinking this, like, non-stop every day. Jesus Christ. It's about time for, you know, coffee season anyway. It's getting cold. So I was like, sure. It's been a while since I've had coffee. Why not? So we got coffee right now. Anyway, sorry. Conquest Breb. Doing good, thank you. How about you? I'm doing good. I was kind of more raring to get some work done, do some editing, but that's probably not gonna happen. Because the way I do it is either I have a day focused on editing or I have a day focused on streaming. It's just there's no in between. It's like if I stream, I'm gonna be just tired after, and it's like I'm not gonna want to work. It's not gonna happen. Ooh. Samsung account legal terms updated. Tapir agreed to renew the policies. I haven't agreed to that in over a year. Probably a year and a half at this point. They'll never get me. I'll never agree. I just love you can keep swiping it away. So in addition to the snow that we got yesterday, I was saying it was funny too because I was outside pretty early in the morning. Like, oh, granted, I wasn't up that. Well, I was up kind of late last night. I was getting setting up a podcast for work, making the thumbnail for that. I was up at like 10:30 this morning. Like the past few days, I've been getting up pretty early. I'm on a nice schedule. At least in terms of being up early and having, you know, the whole day to myself. That just cut off. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked like 1,000 times by everything that I'm saying. I'm outside early, I'm getting the mail, and I'm looking around my yard, in my backyard, and I'm like, I probably should, like, do one more mowing of the lawn. Because, like, it's not bad, and it is getting flatter, but, like, it would probably be respectful towards my landlords to, you know, mow it again. Because, like, it's more so, it's just a little patchy in some areas. But then it snowed, so now I'm like, alright, I gotta go out. I gotta go out at some point, and I gotta go grab my lawnmower and bring that in. That's it. That's it. The fucking second that it snows, no, that's it. Lawn mowing is done for the rest of the year. Until spring. But it's funny too, because I had just set up some like fall-based wallpapers. I moved on from Halloween on my desktop, because I like to set up my wallpapers based on like the season, generally. Well, that's the stuff for, like, you know, Elden Ring. And it's like, ooh, Elden Ring, that just came out making all these wallpaper engine wallpapers. Wow. So now I'm at an impasse of, do I set up the snow ones? Do I set up the snow ones now? Or do I just stick on fall? Like, we're halfway through November. Which is crazy. It's gone by very quickly. It's snow time. Oh, I did. Like I said, I have the intro. Aleum Lois Snow from Dark Souls 2. So that's a start. And I was thinking too, like I needed more fall-based, you know, stream screens. And here we are. How many snow ones do I even have? I know I have like some Monster Hunter ones. Actually, the Monster Hunter snow-based ones are like the only snow ones I have. Even then, yeah, this is warm. Yeah, that's warm. Let's go with that. Chat, you're slowly falling into the soup. I don't think it's supposed to be that snow or slow. Yeah, 36%. Wow. There we go. I'll tell you what, I am on this Tuhu jazz music lately. I needed this for this stream, for these comfy, cozy fucking vibes. So I will offer my thanks to 8-Bit yet again. Thank you, 8-Bit. Pretty sure he's lurking. Oh, on a positive note, all this music is stream safe at the volume that I've been playing it, or at least stream safe. Period. Which that's great. Even the Lupin stuff has been stream safe, which is great. Yeah, generally instrumentals, like based off of like game stuff, or you know, they're usually fine. The Lupin stuff, actually, like I said, I'm a little surprised. Those are safe. At the same time, like stuff that wasn't necessary. Well, no, because like the Lupin themes have been fine as well. I don't know. I guess I'm just surprised overall that those have been perfectly fine. No VOD mutes. The only VOD mute I got was from yesterday, or not yesterday, last stream, when I played that Nat Cole King song, which that's fair. It's pronounced Toho, not Tuhu. I know it's Toho. So, Salty Bet, which is a not real money betting Twitch stream based off of I forget what it actually is. What game they use? What's the source? Anyway, you can import a bunch of like different fighters. It's 2D based, like pixels, and they have a bunch of commands in there, because there's a lot of Toho based fighters. Like there's fighters from everything. There's like meme fighters. There's like, I've seen like Ronald McDonald. There was one tournament where a car was fighting a dog with a rainbow afro. I think the dog, yeah, the dog won. You're upsetting, thank you. But like a lot of the commands are like, you know, exclamation point, Tuhu, like that. That's so. That's why I like to say Tuhu. I'm saying it meaningly. So I'm sorry to have upset you. Yeah, it's been a very cozy, comfy past 2 days from the snow and then coffee vibes. fighting my work CP right now. You mean PC? Is it being slow? Corel is crashing. I'm sorry to hear about Corel. I need it to not do that. It's like when Premiere Pro fucking crashes, it's like, stop. And then, like, it's been pulling up these, like, Loggia options windows that just, like, they're tiny windows, I expand them, and there's nothing in it. And it's, like, glitched looking. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Get out of here. And then it's trying to, like, pull up Creative Cloud stuff. And, like, I couldn't get rid of that without... what was it? It was like it was a side window, like on my taskbar, that wasn't even named, but it had the Premiere Pro icon. I was like, what the fuck is this? If I close this, is it gonna close the whole thing? It didn't. Been fucking weird. Fuck Creative Cloud, straight up. Fuck Adobe. Adobe's a bitch. Adobe's a bitch ass motherfucker. One of my clients yesterday was saying that with the amount of editing that I'm doing, that I would probably benefit from using like the whole Adobe suite. And I'm like, you're probably right. But do y'all know how much Adobe is, like, per month? Like, Premiere itself, what was it? Premiere Pro itself, for an entire year subscription, which saved me like $10 fucking, and I'm not even kidding. It's fucking stupid. It was like $400 some, I think. $400 for the entire year, or something like that. And like it's a lot of money. It's for one fucking program. And then you have the entire Creative Cloud suite. It's like $270 now a year, I think. No. I'm not sure which you specifically mean. I'm talking the entire the entire suite. The entire suite for your first year, and they have a little like terms may apply thing. And it's like terms and conditions. For the first year, it's like 50 some bucks. It's like, okay. And I check out, you know, the terms and conditions thing, and it's like, after the first year, it'll be $84. And if you even dare about fucking canceling that subscription, you could possibly be shot. You won't necessarily be shot, but you could possibly be shot with paying a cancellation fee, bitch. But it goes from like, what was it, like 700, 800 a year? Something like that. It was like 50 and some odd number. But it goes from 700 to 800 to like 1,100 a fucking year. And it's like, you eat your fucking dick. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. And it's like, as a professional, boy, I would love to have access to that. Fuck me. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd love to have access to all those tools. Fucking can't when it costs like $1,100. What a fucking joke. $480 now a year on sale. Woo! Woo! Yeah, it's insane. And the worst part too is that, like, one of the clients I work for, he has Premiere. He has the whole creative suite. And he's a paying customer. He has his up-to-date shit. There is so much shit broken with fucking Adobe. I was talking proxies earlier. The stuff that helps me scrub through a timeline faster. So I've explained what proxies are before, but just a reminder. Proxies are, you take the video and either you can change it to a different type of file format. So like normally you'd be working with like MP4 or H.264 kind of a format. You go from that to like, what is it? Cinemov, I think. Yeah, Cinemov or MOV file for the proxy. And you can lower the frame rate, you can lower the resolution, any other shit. I keep the frame rate at 60 and I lower the resolution from 1080 to 720p. And that takes about like, depending on how long the VOD is that I'm working with, and it's multi-hour VODs, like upwards of like 4 to 7 hours, and take like hour and a half, usually at most, 40 minutes to an hour and a half. But they have an option in Premiere where you go to the file that you're using that's in the timeline, and you can attach that proxy to the file. So what that does is there's a toggle switch in Premiere that lets you toggle on the proxy. So you're working with the same exact footage, it's going from 1080 to 720 or whatever you set it as for that proxy. So what that does is, because Adobe's a slow-ass motherfucking bitch, and it can't run for fucking shit, you switch to that proxy, and you can scrub your timeline, just go back and forth, much, much faster. And like the video is actually catching up to where, you know, you're going back and forth with your mouse. As opposed to, if you're on the 1080 footage, and it's this multi-hour VOD, it'll fucking chug to actually get where you're scrolling to. Which is why you create a proxy and you attach a proxy to that original file. Well, for my client, it fucking broke, and so he had to essentially replace the footage in the sequence. So replace the original 1080p footage with the 720 or the proxy made footage. And the cuts are all the same. It's the exact same footage. It's just you have to, instead of hitting a button, you have to load up replacing that footage with the proxy. I don't know if this is coming through or making all that much sense. It's something I work with like basically every day, so it's just normal to me. And that was broken for him, and I was like, oh, well, mine still works, and then it didn't for some fucking reason. It's just, you know, like computer stuff. They work one day, and then they're fucking destroyed the next. Nobody knows. So yeah, mine broke, and the way we're doing it is, so because of how the sequence, which is where the actual footage is placed, it's your timeline essentially, the sequence. We're changing that, the sequence settings. We're going from 1080p, which is the original footage, to 720p. So what we're doing is, you have your 1080p footage, you have your 1080p sequence, replace the footage with the 720p, and then change the sequence settings for the timeline to 720p. And I've been going ham on the editing lately in terms of the amount of effort that I'm putting into these short, like, rambling style videos that my client's doing. And he's been liking them. I've been enjoying doing the editing. It's not just straightforward. I actually have some creative freedom to it. That's always a plus for my line of work. And I finish up and sending it over, and I really wish he had mentioned this prior, especially on this past one. I did a lot of like image controlling effects and a lot of movement. Because I have all those set up in 720p, the sequence and the footage, you change the sequence to 1080p, you change the footage back to 1080p, all the additional images that I have in are still at where the screen would have been at 720p. So instead of being on, like let's say this is the image here. You know, it's cut off by here, right? The bottom of the screen. Well, you make it 1080p, then it's like, it's up here. because the 720p is stretching to fill in that black space. But if it's back to 1080p, then it's not, and it's just floating in like the middle of the screen essentially. And so that means you have to recorrect all those movements. I'm not handling that, at least. Like, my client is just letting me go forward and continue more shit, so I'm kind of thankful. At the same time, I don't envy having to redo all the fucking movement that it done, which it just sucks. So now what we're doing to prevent this in the future, because I can't edit in all these additional images with all the movement if it's cut off, what I'm doing now that he had suggested is, what is it? I take the footage, I take my 1080p footage, I replace that footage with the proxy, I make a nest of the footage. No, hang on. 1080p footage, 1080p sequence. I take the 1080p sequence, or footage that's in the sequence, and I nest that. And what nesting does is it creates it on one singular, like, timeline. Or one singular, like, box in the timeline. So you have, like, multiple, like, video and audio, timelines, or boxes, essentially, rectangles. So it's like video 1, video 2, video 3, video 4, audio 1, audio 2, audio 3, audio 4. And nesting it essentially makes it all into just one single source. So you have your video and then your audio just all connected, as opposed to with him, he has multiple audio setups. So he has his video, his voice audio, his game audio, and then music audio that he's playing in the background that you can just cut out really easily to make videos from. And essentially combining that video and the two audios into one thing. So it's one video, one audio. And you're able to go ahead and cut the nest sequence without having it actually affect the nested sequence itself. So like you double click on it and it's like, oh, here's all my footage. There it is. And once that's settled, then you go ahead and replace the 1080p footage with the 720p footage. So there you are. And reminder, if this has been confusing, yes, it was to me too. If this has been confusing and I rambled, these are the steps I have to take because Adobe can't fix one fucking toggle button. That is how fucked they are. They can't fix shit. And the program runs like fucking trash. This is all because I have to make a proxy because the program can't fucking run to actually play the footage. Like I press play and play the 1080p 60 FPS multi-hour VOD footage. It'll play for like 5 seconds. It'll start to chug and be like unwatchable. And then you have to pause again, wait for it to catch up, and then play it again. And it'll even lag it starting up to play again. Like it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Adobe, they have the best products in the industry, but man, they can't make products for fucking shit. Holy fuck. That's what I experience at my job every day I do it. Fucking proxies. Holy shit. Unless I'm working with like Peeve, where it's just small like 10-minute clips that I just cut down, like trim the very end of to actually get the invasions in like Elden Ring. Then that's simple. I don't need to make proxies for those. That's fine. But these multi-hour VODs are the real, trouble here. Like, it was so bad with all the proxy replacing footage shit. What was that, last month or so? That one of the projects I was working on for one of my clients, I was already basically just looking at the audio. There wasn't much video to really look at. He was looking at Elden Ring patch notes. So just a big long list on FromSoft's, or no, Bandai Namco's website. But I was basically, like, the footage was frozen, and I was just looking, like, at the audio for when to cut. That's it. Like, fucking abysmal. Like, the footage would just be frozen for, like, minutes on end before it would change. So thankfully, I wasn't working with the fucking video, but Jesus Christ. Gave me an offer to keep everything for a year for $30 a month. Yeah, and then see what happens after that fucking year. Genuinely, and I'm a fucking freelance professional. Genuinely, if you can, just pirate fucking Adobe shit. The problem is, I don't know where exactly to look at. There was one source based off a Ko-Fi, that had gotten an updated Premiere Pro in 2022 Premiere Pro. I was running on, I think, like 2019 Premiere Pro for a while. Or no. No, I was running on 2019 before I had subscribed for a year. And I essentially needed to find a more recent Premiere Pro, so that way I could do stuff with my client still. And there was somebody on Coffee who has some shit up. I got the shit, and there we go. And like, I would gladly pay somebody fucking $5 one-time fee for like each individual program if it meant I fucking had it and I don't need to like worry about having shit updated. The only problem is they have a subreddit called Adobe Crack, and it just it seems so fucking untrusting, because the difference between paying somebody $5 through Coffee and then getting a link, and on a subreddit them having all these posts about all these programs they've cracked. And while I kind of trust them, I don't trust the websites that they go through, because they just have malware. I don't want to download malware. I don't want to download viruses. You understand, I'm sure. So maybe it's just as simple as you know, Yar Har Fiddle Dee on the Bay, which I should probably look into a little bit more. It's a big whole mess. But it's like something I've wanted to, you know, play around with for years at this point, especially more so recently, because as opposed to doing all these additional effects in Premiere by hand, it'd be much faster if I can make effects in After Effects. And I really, really want to learn After Effects, because that'll also reflect very highly whenever I, you know, look for professional work, or just even in my own freelance work. But no, I can't, because Adobe is literally fucking highway robbery. They're highwaymen. It's disgusting. I fucking hate Adobe. They make the best, you know, tools in the industry. I fucking hate Adobe. If they had a one-time purchase, I would do that in a heartbeat. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. One-time purchase, fine. But the subscription model is it's a fucking joke, because they don't update their shit well. At least the things that matter. There have been nice updates, like how they handle making like text titles now. Before it was like, oh, you have to open up the text tool and then you can write some shit, and then it's kind of it's sideways about how you actually, you know, edit the text and whatnot, at least from what I recall. Now they have like a whole like graphics and titles sidebar that you click on, and then they have this whole panel that drops down. You can edit so many little specific things. Genuinely really great. You can still make these the same old like titles that you could previously. They're called legacy titles, but it's much easier to go through the new titles and graphics now. So like that's a positive change. That's at least one positive change I could fucking say. So that's what goes on with my work. On a daily basis. Yeah, I didn't mean to... I really did not mean to go into such a long, overdrawn tirade into that. My bad. You know, for the people that would like suggest like, oh, why don't you use like Final Cut or like DaVinci or whatever. No, because one, my client uses Premiere and we trade files back and forth so he can actually review my shit, and then he can edit whatever he wants in after the fact, whatever he wants to change. So that's a plus. I've been using Premiere Pro for... I want to say maybe like 10 years or so. It's just what I'm used to. Like, I have used Final Cut back in high school, working on Macs and stuff. But it's like, they are fundamentally the same thing. It's just what I know is Premiere. So I don't want to switch off of, you know, something else. Especially if one of my clients uses it to review my shit. It's like they don't have Final Cut. It would just create a lot more work. I would have to export videos and hand them over to him. Him give me timestamps, and then me re-edit those timestamps, send it over again, for them just to possibly say, well, actually, here's another thing, by the way. So it just doesn't work. So that's what's up with that. Worth saying as well, because it is up on the thing, and I should say it. It's up on the title. We do have new sub badges, redesigned sub badges, new sub badges, singular new sub badge. I also decided that I need to affiliate settings. Yeah, I decided, based off of the tier 2 and tier 3 sub flares, which are the glasses. You can see my profile there. Pot friend with sunglasses and a mustache, not arms. I swear, it's mustache. It's arms. Yeah, based on how the tier flare is for the 9-month, 1 year, and 1.5 year, how those line up, I think I'm just gonna leave those as is. So that Monokuma one I was working on, it doesn't matter because it's just, I mean, it wasn't. I was getting really burnt out that last stream I had done. So just I wasn't happy with how it was looking anyway. So like, see, that fits perfectly fine. The 1 year sub badge, that doesn't fit at all. I think that's funny though, so I will just leave it like that. It's also a really good sub badge. And then the Chie one is just, it's ever so slightly off. So like I would maybe raise this up a little bit, the visor, the black part. But I really, that's not worth the effort. So I'm fine leaving it at that. So we have all these additional sub badges that I have to make. I did list out what all I would like for my for the rest of these badges. So let's see. 2.5 years. I'm gonna have Gavlan from Dark Souls 2. 3 years Ronnie from Elden Ring. 3.5 Leon from Resident Evil. 4 years, it'll be me. 4.5, I'm gonna somehow do Almazan Kitchen. I don't know how, but I will. Somebody suggested a hood. Dark figured hood. I don't know. Year 5 will be the old Umbasa. Yeah, it's a better Twitch TV emote. So it'll be like it'll mainly just be like the yellow part of the crown. Yeah, old monk's head from Demon Souls. 5.5 years will be my Monster Hunter cat, Pulpa. My best bro from Freedom Unite, and then remade him in World and Rise. And then 6th year by 8-Bits request, the Hegao cum face. Which I might get working on that before anything else. So that way every time in chat when you see me post in chat, I should I should have that badge. So they hang out face with the fucking glasses. So that'd be funny. So that's what I got in mind. All right, so let's see. This is the last song. We've got 3 minutes. Oh boy, here's another album. I'm gonna go ahead and grab water real quick. And then we are going to start voting on the Game Awards nominees because, believe it or not, December is next month. We are halfway to December. My God. And it's always fun seeing what the nominees are, and I have no idea what the nominees are. Nominees are for the Game Awards. So we'll see how that is. Nominee has stopped being a word, by the way. So, let's start fucking checking out some of these fucking nominees, dude. So I have no idea what the Game Award nominees are. This is my first time being on the website, so here we go. We're gonna start voting. Oh boy! Game of the Year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Rat Tail. Rat Tail. The Last of Us, but rats. Elden Ring. Never heard of it. God of Backseat, Ragnarok. Actually, now that I mention that, I gotta pull up that tweet. I've heard about some of the fucking backseating in God of War, Ragnarok. My god. It's... Wow. The game is fucking backseating you like a fucking Twitch chat. Let me play this small bit. Actually, let this finish. Wonderful. Okay. I think this is from Ella Jazz.
Oh my God, shut up!
You have its attention now. Don't lose it. Don't just stand there. Move.
Oh my God! I will legit mute the voices. Holy fuck, man!
That's it. Don't relent.
This bit's my favorite.
Oh fuck.
Parry that attack.
Oh my
You gotta parry those!
What is
What I
this?
mean.
See? See? Just parry it, forehead! Ooh. Sharps. Is that a rat? Tomato rat. Yo, we got a rat. I got a rat too. So yeah, God of War, backseat the game. Horizon Forbidden West. I forgot that even came out this year. Stray. I feel like Stray feels like a little out of place. I think maybe partially because, like, some of these games are just open world RPGs and some of them are just long games. Some of them are just long games. Some of these are open world RPGs. And then there's Stray. It's kind of short. I saw... yeah, the only bit of Stray that I've seen is I've seen Michael play through a good portion of it. I mean, it seemed fun. I don't know if it's Game of the Year fun, but... you know, cat game. And then Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which, I'm sorry, it's not gonna win, but there is always very genuine, very nice effort with the Xenoblade games, and I have a massive amount of respect for those, but... eh. I've played part of the first one back on the new 3DS. Because I forgot it was a new 3DS exclusive. Aside from the 3DS just running better, it's bigger in my hands. Fits better. I got big hands. Oh, I gotta sign in. Whoops. Hang on, let me sign in to vote. I'll sign in on Twitch. Somebody just signed in the vote. What the fuck? I signed in. I don't know what you want. I'll sign in via Twitter. I don't know. There we go. It's a fucked up beaker stroke. Beaker stroke. Anyway, I'm gonna vote for Elden Ring because here's the difference between all of these games. Is that Elden Ring was like a fucking phenomenon. Everybody was playing this. Everybody was talking about this. This game has sold 17.4 million copies. I believe was just reported. Elden Ring is fucking huge. And also, it's a From Software game. So it has the most amount of effort. There's not lazy shit. God of War Ragnarok, from what I've seen and to how it's played, it just looks, and it looks like it feels like just God of War 1. Sorry. God of War 2018. It just looks like that. But again, you say, well, Elden Ring, this is the same Souls combat. No, because it's a fucking open world game. There's so many different things with the gameplay that they added in. It's just God of War Ragnarok looks like just more God of War 2018. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but with all the backseating stuff for fucking one thing. Like, I played God of War 1 on the PS2. I had fun with that. I didn't beat it. I got really close, actually, and then I stopped. That was years back. I played that on the PS2. Because my uncle owns that. Forbidden West had its issues, I believe, on launch. And even past then. I really don't have a lot to say about Stray. It's like the outlier here. It's kind of weird that it's here, Game of the Year. Xenoblade, again, I'm sure it has the most effort into it, but again, all of these just can't compete against Elden Ring. Without a doubt. Like, it's going to win. It's going to win Game of the Year. Like, there's no fucking way. Alright, let's move on to the next category. I also got a badge. I did it. I'm a gamer. Got a nice profile. Fucking broken image. Best game direction. Came back just in time. Hold on. Okay, holding on. Yeah, we voted in one category. We voted in Game of the Year. Obviously Elden Ring. I actually think there's a good chance for God of War. I was saying before, Elden Ring... Think about when Elden Ring launched compared to when God of War Ragnarok launched. Elden Ring was a phenomenon. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was playing it. People that don't play Souls games were fucking playing Elden Ring. It sold 17.4 million copies. Not that numbers are always, the best thing, because was Armand saying, like, the recent Call of Duty has sold the most out of, like, all of them so far, or something like that. That too. God of War was also exclusive. I think comparatively, Elden Ring and God of War Ragnarok, I think these two are going to be like, yeah, the definite, like, these two are going to be fighting each other. Stray seems like such an outlier. Horizon Forbidden West, I don't feel it. Some people were kind of disappointed. It's just like the same sort of game. Xenoblade, they're not going to win, but I have no malice or hatred towards anybody that plays Xenoblade, and those games have a lot of genuine effort in them. And I honestly have nothing to say about Plague Tale Requiem. Yeah, like from what I've seen you play Stray, like it seems like a fun, cute kind of game, but it's weird it being here, Game of the Year. Also, that like the majority of the Game of the Year nominees are open world RPGs or big game. Hang on. Does Game of the Year go off of votes or Academy vote? I think it's both. Here's the thing. I trust the Game Awards, and I trust... I'm drawing a blank on his fucking name right now. Hang on, I don't know why. I'm actually drawing a... Jeff Keighley. I didn't even finish that. Jeff Keighley. I don't... The Tonys? Yeah, I have more faith in I have more faith in the Game Awards and Jeff Keighley being legit, being decent people, decent things, as opposed to, you know, like the Grammys or, you know, the Tonys, Oscars, whatever. Because that's fucking Academy based, and it's old white dudes. It's like, eh. Fucking stupid. So while you may be able to pay your way into, you know, the categories like we saw with what was it last year that I was laughing at? It was Bethesda's game. There's the gays there for musicals. What was that? Deathloop? Was it Deathloop? Yeah, Deathloop. Deathloop got put into like every fucking category last year. That's like, why is this here? Why is it here? Why is it here? They paid their fucking way into every category. So it's like minus that. No, I have better hope in regards to the Game Awards not being rigged, because Jeff Keighley seems like a very upstanding, nice dude, and he enjoys video games just as much as anybody else. And a reminder too that the Summer Games Fest came about because E3 was fucking floundering, and he was like, here, I'll just make my own thing then, and we'll, you know, get shit going, and it'll be like a mainly online, you know, event thing. And it'll still work, and it fucking works great. Works better than E3 does in its current state. The part of that was just people were just uninterested with E3. Not saying nobody went, but I don't know. It's like a big waste of money. Just a bunch of companies go there, and that's like also why like Nintendo stopped going to E3, so they just do, you know, their Nintendo showcases and whatnot. And those are much better because they're online shit. They can produce it in-house. They don't have to fucking spend millions of dollars to go out for like a weekend. So like I can't blame them. Alright. Best Game Direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Same game. Same game. What was it? Immortality. I would say, obviously, I'm going to vote for Elden Ring again because I'm fucking chill. And also, Elden Ring did a lot of really good things, a lot of neat things. It's very innovative. Elden Ring is extremely innovative. From Software is always doing new and different shit. They are extremely innovative. They're very unique. Is the first God of War? I'd vote for that. I'll give you half of that. The other half, I'll say, it just feels like another Last of Us game. just because they turned a hack and slash into a last. It's funny you say that because I just said that. Yeah. Half of it, I will give you that. The other half, just as you said, it's Last of Us. And I can't fully throw my hat into that ring. I can't fully throw my hat into that ring, just because I haven't played it, and the only God of War I've played is one, and that was like over a decade ago, 100%. So what is No, I like bearded Kratos as well, and I really like the relationship that him and his son have. But if we're talking innovation, then 100% all the way over Elden Ring. Like even Elden Ring over like God of War 1. Like Christ. Again, half of that is, you know, reworking of the thing. The other half is, oh, it's just The Last of Us because it's a popular fucking thing. Oh, Immortality is an FMV video game. I've never heard of Immortality. It looks like a British FMV game, and those are always weird. Let me hear it for like a second here.
So Arthur Fisher, the great director.
Full motion video, FMV.
What is your name?
Marissa Marcel.
Oh, is it not British? Most of these are.
You get it right.
Wow, it's actually not British. Starting to suspect that the hypothetical DS2 stream is a grab. You don't actually like that game. You can look at all the collections I've done for Dark Souls 2. It'll happen. I talked for a bit. I ranted about Premiere Pro. And now we're doing the Game Awards voting stuff.
Cut. That's good. Ready to move on to the standing close-ups? Miss Perkins, you can flirt with Carl now.
I like the style of it. I don't. What is the gameplay? Or. I heard her story was good. When is this? August 30th. Yeah, I never heard of this. 100% money laundering or something. It's only money laundering if you if it's like the subathon. Like if I never do Horizon Zero Dawn, because I had a subathon about a year ago, and I fulfilled everything minus playing through Horizon Zero Dawn, because chat could pick one game to play for me to play through no matter the length, and they voted on Horizon Zero Dawn. I still have every intention of playing through Horizon Zero Dawn. 100%. Good thing that game's getting a remake, though. Am I right? Remaster. An old game back from, like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6. Probably not even that long. 6 is probably pushing it. Anyway, I'm gonna vote for Elden Ring. All right, best narrative for outstanding storytelling, narrative development of the game. It's the same thing as again. There were no other games this year. Same as the radical moments and grifters linking Dark Souls 2. It's the same. No, it's not. Anything to insult the Dark Souls 2 fan base. Never ends, never changes. You know, so the problem here is yet again is that I've only played one of these. And I'm gonna vote for Elden Ring, and you're like, well, the storytelling isn't there. It's so hard to. It's the way it's told. It's the way it's told. That's every time that makes it so interesting. It has a formula to it. That's why, you know, all the Souls games have been fucking great narratively. They're amazing. Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. I want to vote Scorn. I really, really do. Shut up. I want to vote Scorn. But Elden Ring really is a technical achievement. Going from, you know, like Metroidvania style, like Souls-like games, so like small areas, to just massive open world. Not to mention with like a lot of stuff of like, oh, the dude is attached to like the horse or whatever, and then they, you know, learned how to, you know, change that for one thing. It's like, oh, the dude can get off the horse now. Mad God is better than Scorn. What was that one again? Oh, just Realm of the Mad God. Oh yeah, I've seen this. It's like pixel art. Yeah, the bits I've seen from, you know, Scorn, between like some of the trailers and then some of the gameplay, like, design is very great. I would not be surprised if Scorn won. And like, if I played it, I probably would vote Scorn, but I gotta give it up to Elden Ring again, because big game from Soft. Thank you. Best Scorn music. Couldn't tell you. Barely heard it. Barely heard it. Probably, yeah. The Apostle theme, the Godskin Apostle theme, just in of itself. And like the two final boss themes, fucking amazing. Best audio design. Finally, some variety. Just looking about Elden Ring. This is the Elden Ring shill stream. Okay, finally, something else. Jesus Christ. Okay, no. Yeah, no, none of these are Elden Ring characters. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're all right. Oh, for fuck's sake. You fucking shell, I know. Okay, so we have Ashley Birch, Horizon Forbidden. What did they do? What did they do? Yeah, I know the middle one is Kratos. I know it is. Oh, and that's Sun. Is that Sun? I bet that's Sun. I'm assuming this is the main character in Plague Tale. Is this Aloy? I don't know who this is. Who is Ashley Birch? With no E. With no E in her name. Yeah, it's Aloy. Or Aloy, however you say it. Being paid off! There's not even Elden Ring here anymore right now. For the moment. My god, Michael, you're so excited for God of War. God of Boy. Backseat the game. A Souls game could never dream of winning an award for VA work. Honestly, yeah. I mean, there's great voice acting in Souls games for some of the roles, for some of the characters. But no, the way they're presented are sort of all like the same-ish. There's no like VA work that like massively sticks out. Like they're all great, they're all good. Some of them aren't great and good, but they're all at least very good. But like in terms of like, you know, emotion and passion, they aren't like always there. Now, if Kale was on here, if Kale's voice actor was on here, then yeah, absolutely. I kind of want to give it to Immortality. I mean, come on, we all know who's actually going to win here. It's probably going to be God of Dad, not God of Boy. Just give it to Immortality out of spite. It's not even like I hate Ragnarok. I really don't. That backseating shit, though, that fucking infuriate me. Like, hey, we've been at the puzzle for 10 seconds, Dad. Here's how you solve the puzzle. Let me tell you. We'll do God of Dad. Here you are, God of Dad. As Michael screams, "Yeah! Yeah! Yeah! He's a God of War streamer now! Yeah!" Games for impact. This is the Life is Strange category. Woo! For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. A Memoir Blue. Never heard of it. As Dusk Falls. Maybe heard of it. Citizen Sleeper. Heard of it, don't remember. Endling. Extinction is Forever. Yeah, I think I heard of this. I think Zero Punctuation, Yahtzee did a thing on this. Hindsight. Never heard of it. I was a teenage exocolonist. Never heard of it. Looking up the game. Resident Sleeper now. God of War is gone. Go back to sleep. Citizen Sleeper is a cyberpunk RPG game where the choices matter. As Dusk Falls reminds me of a like either it's an FMV game or it reminds me of like a Mountain Massive game, like Until Dawn. A Memoir Blue, a song from years ago, triggers a flood of memories for champion swimmer Miriam. Embark on an evocative journey through her turbulent childhood and complicated relationship she shared with her devoted mother. I couldn't tell you. Dusk Falls. I mean, I'm voting in a category that I have no idea what these games are. Oh, it is an FMV! It's an FMV! Actually, no, it's not. It almost looks like FMV, but it's not. Here, I'll just throw this over here. Yep. 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 Okay. Got it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember handling. It's like, you gotta get out of the forest. Forest is on fire and shit. Stop that. Save your puppies. No, give me gameplay. Shh. Stop that. I muted you. Stop that. I muted you. Okay. Hindsight. Shh. I feel like I've seen this style. What have they done? Oh, they did Stray. Huh. Ah, they did Neon White as well. Huh. Where's Neo White in any of these? That game is, that is a game. That's all I have to say. That is not the style of game I was expecting. I was like, oh, it's deck building. Ooh, my interest has plummeted 500%. Yeah, I guess I'll... Oh, nope. There goes everything. Goodbye, everything. I'll vote for Citizen Sleeper, I suppose. Game isn't gamer enough to win. Best ongoing. Awarded to a game for outstanding... Development of ongoing content involves the player experience over time. You mean one update and then nothing else? Fucking Destiny 2. You mean it was good? Yeah, the one update expansion they fucking had this year. Oh, so exciting. This the new art of blade. God of War is not good. I'd like Rago better. Apex Legends, I couldn't tell you. Destiny 2, that's funny. Fortnite. Bruh. And Genshin Impact. I mean, they got the desert. They gave me the desert. I don't actually know what, or no, FF14 had that, expansion this past year. Honestly, maybe Fortnite? No. I mean, it's probably gonna be FF14, frankly. And arguably, with the no building mode, has gotten better. Yeah, I was talking to my nephews about it. They had some fun with it. And it's definitely not as fucking insane, the building shit, as it was. Because on a car ride home from my mom's, my sister was dropping me off back at my house. I was talking about my, I was talking with my two nephews. One is 11, and then the other is 6 or 6. He's 6. I was talking to them about games and stuff, and like the kind of work that I do, and stuff that they do, what they play. And we were talking about Fortnite for a bit, and I was like, well, don't you know, your uncle has actually gotten 2 victory royales, don't you know? I pulled clutch. They were like, yeah, I've gotten like billions of wins. And I'm like, look, kid, I don't play these games. And I'm like, what's your favorite boss in Fortnite? And I'm like, there are bosses? And like, yeah. I was like, I don't know. I played Fortnite very briefly with my one friend. I played it very briefly. Probably around when like Thanos was a thing. Yeah, Fortnite has like world bosses or something like that. I don't know what happens with Fortnite. I don't fucking play Fortnite. I don't follow Fortnite. I don't like Epic Games. I fucking hate Tim Sweeney. He's a fucking shit. When's the pool part of the stream coming? It's November. No. So no. Also, there will be no WoW category because, oh, it's the same game but classic. Oh, so different. Oh, they gave us the old content. Oh. Probably to the fact they can only have 5 categories. Honestly, if there was a 6th category, it still wouldn't be WoW. Now, if there were an 8th, maybe. Just maybe. I want to give this to the FF14. But, like, I mean, Genshin goes fucking ham. They release regions like it's nobody's fucking business. WoW wins every time. Yeah, sure. How's it feel, by the way, being so just thrust into WoW that you missed the final 2 SCP sessions that we're ever gonna do this year? Probably. Because everybody cried. And I'm very frustrated and kind of disappointed in certain people right now. It's just me anyway. I'm not mad at any particular person. I'm more upset about the fucking situation. Wait, really? Yeah. Mag isn't having fun anymore. Zeph was playing a certain way. Sharps got mad. Lee is... No, it's actually basically canceled. Yeah, Zeph was collaborating with Mag, Zeph being MTF, Mag being the SCP, which is a in-house rule. You cannot do that. You know, at least with D-Boys, you know, like, they're gonna become Chaos, so that's like, it's a possibility they're gonna work together. So Chaos just does whatever. That makes sense, fine. But no, MTF shouldn't have been interacting with Mag, and it was basically, oh, don't kill me, and I'll help you kill everybody else, or something like that. Sharps got mad at that. Lee has been, and plus also Sharps was mad about just getting killed, like, every other round by teammates on the same team, which, to be fair. And Lee has that same experience of being killed by teammates, but just didn't speak up because they didn't want to ruin anybody else's fun time they were having, which, frankly, the more mature thing, I would say. I mean, it doesn't help. It shouldn't have happened in the first place, the team killing shit, so. But no, everybody, like, half of the group got upset, and, like, we're all supposed to be friends. So it's just like, my hands are up, I'm getting a phone call. October 19th. I don't know whose number this is. Yeah, if it's important to leave a message. Yeah, if it's important, they'll leave a message, and if it's my landlord or something, I'll call back. But I don't think it is, because they usually call on unavailable or unknown numbers, which is great. Stream sniped. I guess I feel great. I missed that. Nobody got, like, extremely mad or upset, or nobody, like, screamed at each other. It was just, like, a mutual, like, I'm kind of upset. I don't know, aside from, like, the, like, maybe the new update, if we get that in December. I don't think we're doing SCP again this year, unfortunately. Again, I'm more disappointed and upset and frustrated about the entire situation than, like, anybody specifically. But I'm not exactly happy with everybody right now. Not to say, like, Armand had anything to do with it. I don't mean that. Just the people relative to it. Not that I hate them or anything. I don't hate anybody. I don't dislike them. I'm just, again, I'm frustrated. You know what the next group thing is? No, I don't. WoW. It's WoW. And I'm gonna vote Genshin Impact just because desert region. But, like, I would really want to just give it to FF14. I've actually played both of those this year. Minecraft. Oh, yeah, you're wanting to get the Minecrafts rolling again. Actually, it is WoW. Oh, okay. There's Neon White. Best Indie. Cult of the Lamb, Neon White, Sifu, Stray, Tunic. I've heard great things about all these games. We've talked about Stray. Cult of the Lamb, Animal Crossing, but Satan. Neon White. It's got some stupid anime dialogue in, like, the beginning, but it gets better as the game goes on and it takes itself seriously. The gameplay seems very fun as well. Sifu, if you don't recognize Slow Clap, that's the people that made Absolver. I haven't played Sifu, but I watched a fuck ton of everybody play Sifu. Stray, very unique, very good. Got a lot of interesting stuff to it. Tunic also has some interesting stuff going on with it as well. It goes from, like, old classic Legend of Zelda to something, like, futuristic, kinda. It's weird. Sifu looks fun. Sifu looks very fun. If you liked Absolver at all, then you'll like Sifu. Yeah, I want to give this to Sifu. Second vote would probably be Cult of the Lamb, just based on what I've seen. Third would probably be Stray, fourth would be Neon White, and then fifth would be Tunic. Oh, best mobile game. For the best game playable on a mobile device. Let's see. Apex Legends. Okay. Diablo Immortal. No. Genshin Impact. Marvel Snap. I've heard some... I've heard things about this. Sorry, actually, I've heard the name of it. That's it. That's all I've heard. I've heard the name of it. I haven't heard anything good or bad about it. Yeah, they really didn't have a lot of mobile games to clearly to nominate. Yeah, fucking Diablo. I'm gonna vote for Diablo Immortal. And Tower of Fantasy. Oh, this was the Genshin-like game that was more open world, and it's like weapon-based, I believe, or the drops. That's right. That's what it is. Yeah, let's hit this up. I love the art for these, by the way. I can't say that enough. I love the art for these. It's so good. If I could do art in any way, I would want it to be stylized. Marvel snap your neck. I gotta give it to Genshin Impact, man. I mean, say what you want. I fucking hate the gacha shit. I hate the gacha shit. It fucking bogs down the game so much. Genshin Impact is extremely impressive. It's a fucking open world game that's on mobile. It looks really good. It has a great style to it. The music is fucking phenomenal. I mean, I started playing Genshin Impact because I thought the music was really good. And then I stopped playing it for a while, and then I got back to Genshin Impact, and I played that again for a good bit because of, like, a summer update with the music. Like, Genshin Impact has fucking phenomenal music. It has a great art design. The gameplay feels really fun. I've described it as, like, it's like a light Devil May Cry sort of combat, where you're comboing based off of, like, different elements. It's just really cool. All the gacha shit is fucking abysmal in it, though. I hate it. It's terrible. Yeah, pick your poison. That one's funny, too. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. That is fucking funny. That is so funny. That is so fucking funny. Again, I couldn't say about Apex Legends, Fortnite, go fuck yourself, No Man's Sky. That's fair being there. Honestly, I would hope they win. But, for this one, I'll... Actually, they had some pretty big updates, this year. No Man's Sky. I want to give this to FF14 just because I have a massive respect for their team. But, like, I'm going to give it to No Man's Sky. Honestly. They deserve it. Innovation in accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. As Dusk Falls, I wish I knew. God of War Ragnarok, that's kind of to be expected by like a PlayStation-based game. Return to Monkey Island, I couldn't tell you. The Quarry, I could not tell you. I'm going to give this to The Last of Us Part 1. Because they have gigafuck accessibility options. You could play this game if you are blind, deaf, and have no motor skills. Just because it's based on, like, The Last of Us Part 2 related accessibility options. Like, I can't imagine how many more they added into Part 1. Even through, like, updates. So one time I'll vote for The Last of Us Part 1. Oh, wait, that's right. This game released this year, and it's not it's not up for Game of the Year. I didn't even fucking think about that. Oh, that's great. Man. That's funny. Destiny 2 literally made a third-party website. Creator quit because they accidentally banned him for no reason. They banned him, but they unbanned him, but he still quit anyway. Yeah. Massive community respect and transparency. Too bad RE4 came out. That'll be next year. RE4 100% will be on the roster for Game of the Year next year. There are a lot of great games coming out next year. Jesus Christ. Reminder, Stalker 2 is coming out at the end of December. No, it's not. But yes, it is. This is the fucking way it is. Best VR/AR for the best game experience, playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. Afterfall, Among Us VR. Bone Lab, Moss, Book 2, and Red Matter 2. Never heard of it. I've heard of Moss. Bone Lab, that's probably gonna win, if not Among Us. I barely remember this, but I do remember it. I'll give it to Bone Lab. I haven't played Boneworks, but I haven't even seen that much. I don't really have much of an opinion on this, I guess, category. I don't have that many VR games. Best action game. You know what? You can ponder this. I gotta pee. I really gotta pee. And I gotta get some more water. Be right back. Alright, I'm back from frying chicken. The chicken has been fried. Did you know Bone Lab was created by the guys behind the YouTube channel Corridor Digital? It's Brendan's love child. Never heard of it. Never heard of him. I don't know how many games Drucky makes RE4 still came out in 2005. True. True. Alright, best action game. The game in the action genre primarily focused on the combat. Sifu, Neon White, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge. You've seen Corridor Digital, look it up, Sam and Nico. Are you saying I've seen it, or are you telling me I've seen it? I don't know this channel, for starters. You have seen it? In what? In what? I don't recognize the channel. It was peak YouTube. Okay, so you're telling me I've seen it. And by you're telling me I've seen it, you're saying that I've seen it. You're implying that I've seen it. I don't know Corridor Digital. I do not know the channel. Here, I'll look up by their most popular video. I'll give you that. If I don't recognize any other top videos, then I'm telling you, I haven't seen anything. Visual effects artist reveals the true scale of the universe. Visual effects artist fixed. Okay, you know what? I recognize from recommended. Doesn't mean I clicked it. I recognize it from my recommended. We fixed the worst visual effects shot ever. No, I don't know this channel. I don't know these people either. Yeah, I recognize that one video of The Rock from the Scorpion King or whatever. That's it. That's a recent stuff. Hold on. I mean, how recent is 3 years ago? Portal trick shots. From 7 years ago. It's not liked. Is there any other way? Is there any other way I can tell you that I don't know this channel? Dubstep Guns. $11 years ago. Is there any other way? Is there any other way I can tell you that I don't know these guys?
Calling drop squad. No, goddammit! They don't play by the rules. They're already on their way.
Uncultured swine. Go fuck yourself. You're like a child playing fucking Fortnite and WoW. Fuck you. Playing Apex. You're a bitch. Get some fucking culture. Like, Genshin Impact. Fuck you, old man. Watch that video. No! I'm not gonna watch the video. You send me examples. I check them out. We're doing the fucking games voting. I'm not here to watch your fucking childhood, bitch. No, I'm not gonna watch it. Welcome back, Liz. I hope your shower was nice. I'm not gonna watch it. We're fucking to educate yourself. Go fuck yourself. Going at a brick wall, motherfucker. Let's call you a child. Shut up. You're older than me, old man. The future is now, old man. Old man. Old man. It keeps going up. I thought you were 2 years younger than me. Fuck you, ancient man. So much hostility. I'm sorry you had to come in at this time, jerk. Yeah, I'm 25. Can't believe this fucking guy. Fuck you. Fucking kids these days. Little shits. Fucking entitled little shits. Yeah, I thought you were 23. Yeah, you're lucky I don't crumble to dust and blow away. Yeah, you've heard of it. Like, you know, once you hit 25, that's like 1 foot in the grave. I mean, 35. You should practically be dead by now. Jesus Christ. Old, old, no country for old fucks. 1/4 dead. I mean, don't put it in that perspective. I'm 38. Shit, dude. Oh, that's it. That's it. You're done. No country for Austin. No. Vote Neon White. I don't know what this section is, but vote that one. Specs. Oh, I didn't realize. I'm covering up the thing. It's a best action game. It's best action game. I didn't realize I was covering up. Well, I didn't read it off. Best action game. Anyway, we got Bayonetta 3, which apparently its story is how is that compared to? Jerp, you probably have an idea already of what I'm looking for. Yeah, Bayonetta 3 is a 9/11 for gays. According to Castle Super Beast. 9/11 for gays. No, not even. No, what I'm talking about, 9/11 for gays, isn't even relative to Jennifer Hale and I keep fucking forgetting and confusing their names. Jennifer Hale and something. I've heard the quote, but I have no idea what the deal's there. The ending is super, like, it's fucking terrible. I haven't played it yet. I won't say anything more, just the ending is fucking abysmal. The enemy designs are very uninspired. Pat was comparing it to the ending to The Third Birthday, which is Parasite Eve 3, basically. And I had to look into that. I watched a video by Susie Sphere Hunter. I was like, oh, that makes sense then. So I can only imagine. Yeah, a good portion of the combat with Bayonetta 3, or entirely, is like based off of controlling demons and not so much of you doing the combat, it seemed like. Call of Duty sucks terrible. Modern Warfare 2 too. Fuck. Meh. Neon White. I would even give that second place. I'm gonna give it to Sifu though. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, looked fun. I'd give that third place. Now, if we're talking Bayonetta 3 or Modern Warfare 2 for 4th or 5th, man, I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. Alright guys, we're halfway there. It's been like an hour. Yeah, I haven't even played Sifu, but like Slow Clap always puts out fucking great games. Like Absolver was amazing. Best action/adventure for the best action/adventure game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Fucking Ragnarok, of course. Scorn. There is no Scorn. I would say either Stray or probably God of War. With traversal and puzzle solving? Oh no, I'm sorry, I can't give it to God of War. No, I can't give it to God of War because they backseat you on fucking everything with the combat and the puzzles. Yeah, no spoilers, by the way. Hey, don't tell Gav Lambot to die. Fuck you. And then Stray. Yeah, I'd give it to Stray. Based on what I've seen, Tunic probably does the best there. Fuck you, old man. Fuck you. Young kid. Yeah, Tunic, I was saying it earlier, Tunic is like Legend of Zelda, and then they do some weird, like, sci-fi stuff towards the end of it. I don't really know anything about Tunic. That's all I know. And again, I really can't say anything about Plague Tale Requiem because it, like, just came out. Horizon also has mega backseating. Yeah, Forbidden West. I don't know about Zero Dawn, but I know Forbidden West, like, Aloy will not shut up. And, like, I'm pretty sure there's an option to, like, turn that off at this point now. They had to patch it in later. Stray's traversal is very restrictive. That game is more about exposition. Even its puzzle solving is pretty mundane. Yeah. No, I don't follow, enough new games close enough that I've seen all that much about them. Like, if we're talking gameplay that I've seen, I don't even know that much of God of War, honestly. I know it's just the same game, except they backseat super hard. Forbidden West, backseat. I have no opinion on A Plague Tale. Stray, I know. Tunic, I don't really know. Reminder, if you think I'm wrong in my voting, the website's right here. Vote yourself, please. Also, as Gavlanbot said, don't backseat. No tips, no spoilers. Don't backseat. Don't backseat my voting. Best role-playing game. For the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Elden Ring. Live Alive. Live a live. Live a live. I think it's Live Alive. Live a live. Legends are... Oh yeah, that came out this year. The game that can't run properly and still has bugs. Yay. Triangle Strategy. I'm so glad. I'm never going to play this, but I'm so glad that they kept that name. Give it the fucking cock ring. God of War is in here. Where's God of War? And then Xenoblade. Again, not... all the love and respect in the world towards Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but no, I mean, no, Elden Ring's gonna win. Boop. Best fighting: DNF Duel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle R. I barely heard anything about this, honestly. I didn't even hear if it was all that good. Like, I bet it's good. I haven't heard anything about it. King of Fighters. I didn't hear all that much about it. Multiverses. That was fun. Out of all these, this is the only one I played. Oh, best fighting. And Sifu's here. I feel like that's... for the game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. I guess it's not necessarily PvP. Hope Sifu wins just to piss off the FGC. That'd be funny. DNF Duel has a lot of style. I'd love, like, just like Guilty Gear, I'd love to be able to play DNF Duel, because Arc System Works fucking rocks too. I'm not very good at the fighting games because, I don't know, complicated. It's like the same thing with, like, For Honor. It's like I'm not that great at For Honor. That's a fucking fighting game. Yeah, I'll give it to Sifu. It feels sort of weird that it's here, but, like, the way the category is said, for the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat, it makes sense. Like, that's Sifu, it's just not a PvP game. Best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Lego Star Guy. Sky Guy Saga. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I've been seeing Vinny Vinesauce play that a lot. And like he's still playing it. So I guess it's decent. Nintendo Switch Sports, it's just Wii Sports. That's about it. I couldn't say. Splatoon 3. I heard good things about Splatoon 3. Might be Switch Sports here. Really? I mean, you've played the Skywalker Saga. I thought you would like it. Speaking of which, I spent money on that game. We got to play again. Yeah, at some point. Our mod's gonna be fully enveloped in Darktide, though. Honestly, I'm expecting you to probably be enveloped in Darktide as well. So I'm gonna be like the odd man out in that regard. Because I know Sharp's gonna be playing it, Reap's gonna be playing it, Armand's gonna be playing it, you're probably gonna be playing it because you said you were interested. Haven't bought it. No, I know you haven't bought it yet, but I know you're probably going to buy it. I said I was interested, but I don't have the money for it. There's always Vermintide. Yeah, I'll go with Skywalker Saga. That it seemed fun. They have a fuck ton of characters. You can play as the blue elephant. Maybe while it's kind of time consuming. Yeah, it's time consuming because you keep doing the same shit over and over. Yeah, I would say it's time consuming doing the same thing over and over. Best sim / strategy. Sharps would probably have words to say about this. That's the point. Well, then stop. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Dune? Spice Wars? I've heard this is good. I'm assuming this is good because Vine Sauce keeps playing it. Total War, Warhammer 3. I mean, those games are always good. 2 Point Campus. I couldn't tell you. Victoria 3. I couldn't tell you. Dune is good. Victoria 3 is shit. They messed up the end of episode 3. Instead of fighting each other, it's a normal boss fight. Vicky 3 would have been my vote, but those games are rough recently, are they? Warhammer had a terrible launch, but now is pretty fun. Oh. Yeah, I'm fine with giving it to Dune. There's a unique aesthetic to it. Okay, 10 more. We're clearly at the back portion of it for getting the best sports / racing. Just Hoi 4 light. F122. Oh, Codemasters. No thoughts. Head empty. FIFA 23. Literally die. NBA 2K 23. Literally die, but slightly less than FIFA. Not because it's football, but because of the fucking reputation that fucking FIFA has. It's a fucking joke. Gran Turismo 7. No thoughts, head empty. Ollie World. Ollie World. What the hell was this? Skateboarding the game. Precision platformer. It is an EA Sports game. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. Ollie. Fuck you. Out of spite. For, like, everything, almost everything else here. I have no problem with F122, except for fucking EA Sports. Second vote, if it wasn't out of spite, would probably be Gran Turismo 7, honestly. Best multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experience. Where's Elden Ring? Where's Elden Ring? Where's Elden Ring? Okay, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Racism the game. Multiverses. Yeah, nothing to say. Overwatch 2. Oh, you mean Overwatch 1, but instead you can pay, like, more money for a digital item than a fucking physical one? Little keychain charm. Whereas WoW? Where is WoW? What's the deal with WoW? You know, dead game, man. That game's dropped to, like, only 3 billion players. A dead game. Splatoon 3, couldn't tell you. Arthritis, that's all I know. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles should be. I've only seen a little bit of it. But it does look fun. Plays a lot of people. A lot of people can play that. I'm between voting for Ninja Turtles just in regards to the underdog, but I probably feel more strongly about like multiverses because I've actually played that. So the most played MMO, baby. FF14 says what? Outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design. No, fuck you. Ninja Turtles, bitch. Content Creator of the Year. Okay, this one will take some time to talk about, I'm sure. For a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2022. Alright, I don't know who Carl Jacobs is. I do know who Ludwig is. I'm voting to cancel out your... Okay. Still waiting for the Raven update for Multiverse so you can coom. I'd be surprised if anybody here didn't know who Nibelian is. Unless they're not active on Twitter, then understandable. Nabru, I don't know who they are. QT Cinderella, I don't know who they are. Do Nibelian for the leaks. No, 100%. I'm going to vote Nibelian because despite them leaving the Twitter platform and even trying to start up a Patreon, and they did get quite a few people. It wasn't as much as, like, I would have liked for them to have had, but if you're not familiar with Nibelian, he has covered video games for a good... I don't know when the account was created. But they've covered just games and all these gaming events for a long while. 2015. And despite them leaving Twitter because of the atmosphere and also because they were trying to make a career out of, keeping people updated with game... They were basically a gaming journalist, just without, like, writing articles. So, like, honestly, I want Nibelian to win. Cutie, she works so damn hard. Voting for God of War in every category. You're such a fucking shill. Like, I voted Elden Ring everywhere it was available, but... I'm canceling out your vote out of spite. Fuck you, old man. It's funny because two of these people are a couple. I couldn't guess who. I don't know. These other people look like dumb randos. QC and Lud. I wanted to say, I just didn't want to assume. At least Elden Ring is, despite From's formula nowadays, still not another cookie cutter by the numbers game. No, it's not. If we're talking numbers, 17.4 million, motherfucker. Cock ring, baby. God of War devs saw The Last of Us and were like, yeah, let's just do that. That's what I've been saying, yeah, this entire time. It's like, in terms of innovation, I'll give, the first God of War, I'll give it half that they redid the gameplay from a hack and slash to, something different that was interesting, at least for God of War, I don't give them credit for just making Last of Us style story, though. Just like doing that style of gameplay. It can be done well. The Last of Us was a good game, and then it just got spoiled for me after I fucking beat part 2, and I hated it. It's still a hack and slash combos and shit. It's not the same style of hack and slash, I feel, though. I know there are combos. It's just... It's not the same that it was. Again, I've only played God of War 1. That's where my only experience can come from. I've seen plenty of hours of God of War 2018. And just seeing Ragnarok, it just seems like God of War 2018, but the same. Last of Us is like a rail shooter structure for very light action / exploration game. I would absolutely agree, honestly. It is pretty linear. I mean, there's that one level, you know, early on in part 2 that's like, ooh, look how big and open this area is. And it's like, yeah, it's cool. You gonna do that anymore? No! Best debut indie. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio. Neon White. I didn't know that was actually their first game. They got some fucking great voice actors in this for being a debut game. Like, they have Steve Bloom, for starters. I'm not familiar with Norco. I feel like I've seen something about Norco, but I don't know. Great style. That's a point and click. Yeah, no, I don't know Norco. Yeah, that's right. Stray was debut. Great debut game. I mean, that game had a lot of hype around it. I feel like it kind of like, it was great, and then it kind of just, you know, the month after, it just really fell off, and that was kind of it. Tunic, I could not tell you. I know that was in development longer than Stray was. And Vampire Survivors was a fucking, like, marvel, and I guess it still is, for being such a cheap game with such a simple gameplay style. I don't know how it plays. I don't know how it works. I've barely seen any of Vampire Survivors. I don't have much of an interest in playing it. But, the amount of effort and time they put into it, I mean, honestly, Vampire Survivors is probably going to win, because that game was, like, fucking huge. The writing for Neon White gets much better towards the end of the game, apparently, once it starts taking itself more seriously. Yeah, the writing at the beginning is very cringe, apparently. Wherever you come and clear the cupboard. No. Best adaptation recognizing outstanding creative work that's faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. Because I miss you all the time. So I'm gonna pick pick Edge Runners. Okay, but Arcane has a chance. Arcane definitely has a chance. It's probably gonna get beaten out by Edge Runners. That reminder. Edge Runners got people to play Cyberpunk again. Aside from the game actually got updated and is in a much more playable state. 100,000 people were playing Cyberpunk 2077 2 years after it released.
$100,000 for a single player RPG. That is fucking insane. The amount of love that this anime got put into it. There's like almost nothing bad or wrong with Edge Runners. The only thing I would really say is it's over before you know it. It's 10 episodes. It goes by in a fucking instant. Everybody and their mother has told me to watch Arcane. Like Rachel, Nagri, Michael, I think you've mentioned it or told me to watch it. Yeah, Cuphead. I've seen some bits of that. It seems fun. It seems cute. Cuphead can't win because they literally did the reverse. They made a game that looks so much like old school cartoons that it's hard to play because you want to stop and watch. I think as much as I have a disdain for the Cyberpunk situation, it's apparently massively high quality and did great for the game. Fucking did amazingly for the game. Like, even if you're never, ever going to play Cyberpunk 2077, you owe it to yourself to fucking watch this anime. It's a fucking masterpiece. 100%. Like, in 10 episodes, it 100% worked its way up into at least my, like, top 10 best anime of all time. Hey, Malik, can I stay at your house? No, that would imply you're moving from California. We all know you're not. You deal with your outlets, motherfucker. You cannot use my outlets. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yeah, I heard plenty of good things. I'm honestly extremely happy with the reverse redesign for the first movie, and then they did the same thing but better in the second movie. They really leaned into it more. Like, everybody universally loved this movie, and that's great. This is still wrong. This is still fucking wrong. And you want to know why it's wrong? You want to know why it's fucking wrong? Because even though this is supposed to be a, you know, prequel, apparently, like, that's who he's playing. No, he's not. No, that's Sully. That's supposed to be Sully. No, it's fucking not. No, it's not. And Tom Holland is still way too young looking to be fucking Nathan Drake. Just, no, he's not. No, he's not. I heard that they apparently just should have gotten fucking Nolan North to just play fucking Nathan Drake. And that just would have made the most sense. But no, we gotta have our Hollywood fucking actors. Yeah, Uncharted can't win because they basically made a game trying to be a generic action movie. No, it can't. They can't. I don't have any hatred towards Tom Holland, but he was not right for that role. Not at all. Because he still looks like fucking Peter Parker. He still looks so young. That's not a good Nathan Drake. And that's not a good fucking Sully. Can't make the actors look like not the actors, or the people who only watch movies for actors won't watch those movies. It's stupid. Anyway, so I'm gonna cry when I about Edge fuckers. Cuck runners. Keck runners. Most anticipated game, recognizing it an announced game that has demonstrably
demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward.
Ethan Villian and Bruce Campbell are right there!
Final Fantasy 15? Or no, 16. Yeah, 16. Dark Edgy. Dark Souls. Hogwarts Legacy. I'm just interested to see how this game will actually go. That's not something I'm gonna get. I'm just interested to actually watch something of it. Final Fantasy 16. I tried playing 15, and I had some fun with it, but I kept getting off-put because people just kept telling me how bad it was. So it was like, oh. Like, I don't usually listen to people in terms of like, oh, what I want to play, but like, I don't know if I want to play this then. Like, everybody just won't shut up. Lego Dark Souls. There's those animations on YouTube. It's as close as you'll get. Legend of Zelda censored. The Brits are still crying. Resident Evil 4. Yes. Starfield. Ah, yes, the game that finally has barely any gameplay, and it looked mediocre at best. Yep, I sure am excited for Starfield. The game that looks mediocre at best. It's not even like I hate Bethesda. I don't hate Bethesda. The Fallout 4 wasn't that great. And, like, there's barely been any news about Starfield, and everybody's like, oh my god, it's gonna be the best game I've ever played! It's gonna be the next Skyrim! And then, just, they didn't have anything, and they just kept showing just fucking trailers of just... It's just movies. There's no gameplay in it. It's like, who the fuck cares? This game doesn't exist. And it's like, check out this concept art. And it's like, no, I don't want to check out the concept art. Show me the fucking gameplay. And then they showed the gameplay. And it's like, the AI was kind of rough. The AI was kind of rough. Like, towards the end of it, like, the one dude just kind of stood there as, like, the player just shot his, like, rocket backpack and he flew up in the sky, he blew up or whatever. Like, I hope the most interesting thing in that game is, like, the RPG, or rather the dialogue in that. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because Skyrim's, like, RPG and, like, dialogue elements are fucking abysmal. Like, there's barely just, like... Not to say that Skyrim is a bad game, because it's not. It absolutely deserves all the praise that it's gotten. But if we're talking, like, oh, like, base, vanilla-ass Skyrim, like, not any mods, not anything like that. Remember that. We're not talking about the modding scene. We're talking about base fucking Skyrim dialogue. It's like, there is a good choice, and there's a bad choice. That's it. It's... So, like... And then Fallout 4 didn't really help any of it, because it's like you had two dialogue options. Like, one was questioning, one was sarcastic, one was no, and then one was yes. And it's just the dialogue system in Fallout 4 wasn't good, and it was kind of honestly held back by the voice actors. Just based from, like, you know, Fallout 3 or, like, especially New Vegas, where, you know, you have so many different dialogue options in that. So many different ways to complete quests. It's just, I don't have a lot of faith in the way that Bethesda are developing their, like, RPG... or RPGs nowadays, honestly. Like, am I gonna get the Elder Scrolls 6? Yeah. Yeah, probably. Am I the biggest Elder Scrolls fan? Not at all. Not fucking at all. I played Morrowind on the Xbox, the original Xbox, when I was a kid. I had fun in that. I never beat it. I played Oblivion for a good while on 360. I never beat that. I played Skyrim on the 360. I played it on PC. Played it on PC. Played it on VR. Fun game. I've never beaten Skyrim. Not once. Ever. And in part, you know, to their credit, the game world is fucking massive. Like, people... Like, I'm sure you've seen those videos of people just keep finding new things and these little details. Like, Skyrim is a fucking massive marvel to having everything. There is never nothing that isn't interesting to explore in that game. Never. What are these names? Legend of Zelda censored, whatever that. Legend of Zelda Queen's Corpse Weekend at Bernie's Edition. Legend of Zelda Necrophilia. Dude, just have sex with the body. Much as I find the gameplay boring, I at least have to concede that all these big games have so many players. I mean, that especially the fact that the games industry is bigger than both the movie and TV industry combined. Happy that Elden Ring and similar games are starting out so big AAA titles. Absolutely. And From Software fucking deserves every little bit of it, considering where they came from. I just wish they would make another fucking Kingsfield game, goddammit, but it probably won't happen! But they're probably gonna make a new Armored Core game, and hopefully that one will be the one that I can actually fucking play, and then maybe they'll port their old games, and maybe we'll get a Bloodborne remastered or on the PC. I don't know. Just anything. Said before, I say it again, the fact that we haven't gotten any sort of 60 FPS update for the PS5 for Bloodborne definitely means they're working on something. What it is, it's probably a remaster, remake, whatever. It's something. Whether it's coming to PC, I don't know. If it's just going to be on PS5, probably pretty likely. Is the right answer to this, which NPC is the epitome of bad dialogue in Skyrim? I don't know, there's a lot. I should say bad voice acting. I don't know, there's like the same, like, 3 voice actors in Skyrim. It's hard to place it. Farengar, who's... Oh, wait. Oh, right. You don't like Farengar. Again, I think his voice is fine for, like, this, you know, like, shut-in wizard dude. I really don't think he's that bad. And then again, I have a lot more tolerance towards voice actors, because I like hearing voices. Show the clip. You show the clip. You give me the clip. I'll show the clip. Never beat Skyrim. Played it on Xbox, PC, PS5. Never be tired of Skyrim. Neither will I. I mean, until you know, I stop playing it and then I move on to another game. And then I'm tired of Skyrim. Oblivion was okay, but it definitely felt like they put out a game that was 10 years old on release. That, and it was basically all the tech that would make a great new Ultima game. A waste of a generic story.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that.
I just noticed the fucking title. The worst voice actor in the world. Holy shit. Calm down. I don't think it's that bad.
Tales to your betters, am I right? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone said to contain a map of dragon burial.
I don't know. I just don't think it's that bad.
Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt.
To be fair, that VA is
and bring it to
VA
me.
reading
Simplicity
is better than most streamers read dialogue. I mean, they're there for the gameplay and, you know, commentary. They're not there to
the
be voice
Dragonstone of
actors.
Bleak Falls Barrow.
Though, to be fair, one of these is a professional. So, to be fair. So sorry. Farengar is always the first person I rub blind, and I respect him for that. Jesus. I have an incredibly flat and boring voice, and I still instill more charm in reading dialogue than most streamers. I would actually say yes. And then Legend of Zelda. Jesus Christ, back to it. Most anticipated game. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Honestly, probably just because it's a Nintendo game. That'll probably end up winning, but a lot of people are excited for Resident Evil 4. Like, I think there's only one person who will understand when I say this in here right now. If the old Souls guy, Epic Name Bro, he's not super invested in Souls stuff nowadays, but like, he's apparently really excited for Resident Evil 4, and he didn't really care for the original RE4. He likes the survival stuff. So I'm almost wondering, like, I don't think he's played RE2. So I wondered if he'd even like that, all things considered. But that's, like, I was not expecting that. Like, Marcus, Epic Name Bro, is, like, very into, like, indie stuff and not a lot of AAA games, just because the industry is really just fucking muddled in a lot of controversy and shite right now. It's understandable. But, I don't know, he's somebody who mostly plays, like, older games, so for him to be like, yeah, I'm actually excited for Resident Evil 4, that's surprising. So again, probably only one person will understand me when I'm mentioning him, but I get that. But Tears of the Kingdom probably will win. You want to hear the real worst voice?
Here it comes.
Well, I guess I
Here
do.
it comes.
Maybe you should open your mouth and start talking.
The aliens are coming. We've been compromised.
Spit it out, Corporal.
Oh, Colonel. We are so fucked.
For fuck's sake, man.
Everybody take possession. Mitchell, you gotta get that door open in 15 minutes. Move, move, move!
That's when I peeked. I got fucking water all over my keyboard.
That's when I peeked. Tears of the Kingdom will likely do something reasonably new and interesting. Oh, absolutely. And they're going to be using what it seems like. They're going to be using the old map just with some new stuff to it. So I'm very, very interested. Isn't that just random fan content? No. Because it was published on, you know, Steam. Eventually taken down. It was only taken down because it harbored such terrible controversy and it was such a fucking broken mess that people wanted refunds out the fucking wazoo. Dynasty Warriors. I can only guess this is the English.
Feel the power of my magic.
Samurai Warriors 2 has some fucking plain, boring, fucking bland voice acting too.
Feel the power of my magic.
Magic. Yeah, Nobunaga was fucking abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. He is like one of the worst in this game.
On might, and only the greatest might shall be able to overcome it.
That is why we must take the land by
Ooh.
force. Pure and unadulterated. That is what the land desires. And that is what I desire as well. Hideyoshi.
My lord.
Ieyasu. My lord. Mitsuhide.
My lord.
Katsuie.
My lord!
Tarakatsu.
My lord!
We will spread my name to all corners of Japan. We will strike down the Takeda at Nagashino and seize victory. All units, get ready.
Like, it's so bad.
We will punish, ridicule, and destroy the Takeda where they stand.
Magoichi's Psycho wasn't good either.
1570, Nobunaga Oda mobilized his forces to punish Nagamasa Azai's
These readings are
betrayal
really
at
bad.
I could barely keep from laughing. Seriously, though. Thanks for coming, Magoichi.
Don't mention it. Hey, anything for a friend, right? But I don't come cheap, you know.
Samurai Warriors 2 is such a good game. The voice acting is so bad. And let me see if I can pull up, yeah, just any bit from fucking Nobunaga in the first game. He had a great voice.
I must be the one to kill you. If you are to fall here, I'll...
Feel cheated? No?
The tone is much better.
Nobunaga may seize the day.
Play the fucking dialogue. Play the fucking play the dialogue. Oh, this is a live stream. I didn't even notice.
For the pilgrims at the end, we will
Whoop.
just kill them all.
Nope. Nope. No death. No death on this stream. Say words.
No. Where will we next meet? In hell? Perhaps that is where we both belong.
That sounds so much fucking better. Where will we next meet? In hell. Versus Samurai Warriors 2. Where will we next meet? In hell.
One cannot remain pure in chaos. The blood does not wash away easily. May you know peace in the next life, Mitsuhide.
That's so much better. If we want to talk and if we want to talk and fuck voice work. What was that, a BBC documentary? All right, see you in a few, Michael. All right, continuing on. Best esports game. All right, let's see. For the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. We got Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Counter-Strike Go. Couldn't tell you. We got Dota 2. Couldn't tell you. League of Legends. Couldn't tell you. Rocket League. Could not tell you. Valorant. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Was it the part with Rocket League when they said no more Steam players? We're going to be Epic exclusive now. Was it that part? Best overall experience? Was it that part? I'll just give this to Valorant. I've at least seen some of Valorant. Alright, here we go. The real fall-offs. The people who I will have no idea who the fuck they are. Best esports athlete. The esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2022. Irrespective of game. Jong Chovi Ji-hoon Lee Faker Song. Hyok. Finn Corrigan Anderson. Alexander Simple Kostiliev. Jacob Ye Whitaker. Whiteacre? Whitaker? I know Michael is probably like, simple! I think. Assuming nobody has any fucking thoughts. I'll pick simple, I guess, because Michael will probably be like, simple. Simple. Best esports team. Recognizing a specific esports team, not the full thing. Judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2022. Dark Zero Esports, FaZe Clan, Genji, LA Thiefs, Loud. Here, I'll judge it by best name. So Apex, CSGO, League, COD, Valorant. Dark Zero, FaZe, Genji, LA Thieves, Loud, I don't know. I like the I like the vibe around the LA Thieves. Sure, LA Thieves. They did it. They're like, yay, yay. And he's like, look at me. Yep. Best esports coach. Esports coach judged to be the most outstanding for performance. Oh, I saw him in the Loud thing. I was like, oh, that guy looks happy. Yeah, I'm gonna vote for the happy guy. I don't know. I'm not gonna read it. Nope. All right, the last one, the best esports event. Aw, shit, dude. EVO 2022. 2022 League of Legends World Championship. PGL Major Antwerp 2022. 2022 Mid-Season Invitational. Valorant Champions 2022. That's a neat cup. That's a neat thing. That one's neat. EVO, sure. They got the fighting games. I watched a little bit of EVO this year. That was kind of fun. Just a little bit. Tiny little bit. And that's it. We did the voting thing. That's all the votes. I did it. The game's over. I gotta pee again. I'll be right back.